In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the almighty Abuja Master Plan. And if you're somebody that is familiar with Abuja or you are interested in real estate in Abuja, you really have to pay attention to this video and watch it to the very end so that you don't miss out on any information as it relates to the master plan, because the master plan is what determines whether your investment here is safe or not. And also in this video, I'm going to be using the master plan or my knowledge of the master plan, or showing you how to understand the master plan in a way that you can also leverage on that knowledge to invest strategically here in the city of Abuja. On the average, this conversation should be somewhere around 1 hour, but I'm going to try my best to summarize it into 10 minutes. That's why I'm going to be giving you bullet points of certain things. But be rest assured that this video is going to help you play safe in the real estate sector in Abuja. Then also you're going to leverage on this information to invest strategically in the city of Abuja. My name is Raymond Ijom, and I am the lawyer that loves real estate. Or if you like the real estate entrepreneur that uses law and real estate as a tool in building wealth for myself and my clients. And this video is brought to you by Fortreal Limited Real Estate Company right here in the city of Abuja, and we bring you the absolute best of real estate, and you can count on that. So do subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment, and stay in touch with us so that you can be guaranteed of getting the best information as it relates to real estate here in Abuja, as well as the strategic opportunities whenever we put them out on this channel. So I'm going to give you bullet points of certain things. Number one is the FCT Act. I believe you already know that the FCT is a creation of the Federal Capital Territory. It didn't just come up. There was an act established to bring about the Federal Capital Territory and making Abuja that location. The point is that there is an act that was enacted to govern all activities within Abuja. And that act also enacted or brought into the picture the Federal Capital Development Authority. They are responsible. In fact, I like to say that they are the first primary real estate company here in Abuja, because they are in charge of infrastructure development, everything in between development of the Federal Capital Territory. So they are, the number one really, because anything development, they are responsible for it, right? So the act also established that body. And one thing the act did, which is going to lead to my introduction of the master plan, is that the act also instructed that there is a design of a master plan which governs this entire region referred to as the Federal Capital Territory. So definitely a lot of things happen in between, but in summary, 3 foreign organizations or architectural firms came together to design the master plan of Abuja, which covers everything. So in other words, every location in Abuja has something designated for it. There are locations for parks, industrial areas, religious activities or religious institutions, or structures, green areas, recreational areas. Everything in between has a position in the master plan. Stay with me, I am going somewhere, and trust me, you do not want to joke with this video. Now, the very first point I need to draw your attention to as it relates to the master plan and Abuja as somebody who is interested in real estate is the fact that, again, just in summary, the FCT Act of 1976, the Abuja Master Plan, which was designed by the International Planning Authority, and then the Land Use Act of 1970. Now, these two acts has made it clear. Of course, the federal government has right to give land within rural areas as well as urban areas, right? But there's the local government part in the Land Use Act. But again, the federal government has superior position and authority, so that subtly takes away the rights that the Land Use Act gave to local councils technically. Now, the important part of the FCT Act, which is why I brought that to your notice, is the fact that the FCT Act wasn't frugal at all. The FCT Act was very generous in stating clearly that all lands within the FCT are vested in the federal government. So you want to take note of that. Now, taking you further to the master plan, here's what I need you to know. And in fact, I don't just want you to know about the master plan. I want you to know how to play safe with the master plan, and importantly, how to leverage on the master plan to be able to build or invest strategically here in the city of Abuja, particularly if you are a smart investor that wants to build wealth using real estate. So by virtue of the master plan, we have 5 phases of development. I'm just going to list out some things here and I'll give you the points that I need you to know. The 5 phases of development do exist, and every district, the 5 phases are divided into districts. So in a phase, you can have, say, 5, 10, 20 districts, all right? So you have different clusters or locations within those phases, and every phase is divided by a ring road. So in Abuja, there are 4 ring roads, or I could say 4 major ring roads. Again, in the master plan, there are 4 major circulation routes. And as at today, at the time of doing this video, only one of those circulation routes has been completed. And trust me, everybody, anyone that owns a house investment in those locations or areas around that first circulation route, all of them are super grateful to God for the rest of your life for investing in those locations, particularly those who invested at the lowest entry point of this particular location. I'm going to give you names to know the other circulation routes so that you strategically can invest in those locations before they become completed, and of course help in the development of those places. But just before then, I need you to also know that there are places referred to as sector centers, or if you like, a combination of districts or areas that make up a region within the master plan that are important. And one thing you need to know why I'm bringing this to your notice is that if you understand how these sector centers or combined districts work, you understand how to invest strategically, because every sector center or every combined district is meant to have centers such as hospitals, modern markets, parks, everything. In other words, every combined district or sector center or sector is supposed to have or is supposed to be independent. In other words, you can live in that region, work in that region, and have no business living or going to any other part of the city, because those places are supposed to be self-sufficient. In other words, everything you need is within that region. There are so many sectors like that within Abuja or combined district. So in other words, if you strategically invest or you're looking at investing in Abuja, you can look at, say, a sector center, pick out one of those amenities that has not been built, particularly in centers that are not developed yet, right? So if you understand how that plays out, you'll be able to invest strategically. And of course, let me say quickly here that I think that the middle of Abuja is not currently where is referred to, or the place now being referred to as the city center. I don't think that is the city center of Abuja. It's my opinion, and I'm going to do another video to explain that to you so that you understand certain locations that you are calling far right now. If you understand how the map is designed and the master plan, and of course how the city is moving, you understand that the place that we all are popularly calling the city center right now is really, really not the city center. And the places that some of you are calling far in the future definitely will no longer be far. So this is summary of today's conversation. Let me now show you, or just point to the last part of this conversation, which is the 4 major circulation routes. The very first one is the ONEX, which is the Outer Northern Expressway. The second is the OSEX, which is the Outer Southern Expressway. The third is the INEX, which is the Inner Northern Expressway. And then the last one is the ISEX, Inner Southern Expressway. These are 4 major circulation routes in Abuja. And the essence of these 4 major roads or highways, as the case may be, is to ensure the free flow of traffic. Of course, there are a lot of bridges that a lot of you are not even aware of that are upcoming, right? And like I mentioned a moment ago, only one of these major circulation routes has been completed, which is the one that passes through Kubwa, Maitama, Pape, that's Maitama 2, as the case may be, passes through Kuba all the way down to Zuba. Now, that is the only major circulation route that has been completed. The other 3, one is in construction or under construction rather, and the other 2, they're still just there, but most of us are not aware. So if you know these locations and you strategically invest in this location, and as a matter of fact, the other 2 locations are still highly untapped. In other words, people don't know. And yes, very importantly, these circulation routes are all meant to be 10-lane roads. There's one of them right now. I was there yesterday. In fact, we have an investment in one of those locations that is going for 4.5 million naira. Right now, if you go there, you won't like it. Because part of it has a road, part of it doesn't have a road. But be rest assured that as far as this place remains Abuja, these places are going to be 10-lane roads, and everyone that invests in these locations will definitely smile to the bank. Just like those who invested in the first circulation route that has been completed, and that they are how they are happy they made those investments at this particular point in time. I'm actually feeling like not telling you the other circulation route so that you possibly do your research yourself and find out. But come on, that's why we're here. We're here to serve, give you all of the information, as much value as possible, so that you know that we know what we are doing here in the city of Abuja. So I'll just take a list of them and then end this video right here. But of course, like I mentioned in the beginning, in one of these areas, we have investment opportunities in these locations, right? And that's why, if you understand the master plan, you know how to play into today and play into the future, right? So that's our goal here. It's not just about buying and selling, it's about being strategic with investment opportunities. All right. So the second circulation route, which is the Outer Southern Expressway, is the one that leads to or from AYA, depending on how you're driving, to Kabusa Junction, Apo Aziz generally, and towards Apo Wasa. And that road is going somewhere, and I don't want to mention in this particular video yet. All right. But you can get a 4.5 million naira land in that location as at today, the time of uploading this video. And then the other one, which is the inner circulation route, or the inner Northern Expressway, as the case may be, is in the Duazis, right? And that is another important location. And of course, we also have investments in those places. All right. And then the last one is the inner Southern Expressway, which is towards the area 1, Games Village, Beladimawa Axis, right? That is going to be a 10-lane road that will cut through that axis. And that place is, construction is already happening for this particular road, and houses are around all of those locations, and kudos to all of those who invested in those locations as well. But when that road is completed, it will be a different story entirely. So for the other two routes, two circulation routes, you do not want to joke with opportunities available in this location. If you're interested in any of them, or other strategic investment opportunities here in the city of Abuja, either in land or in houses, Fortreal Limited is absolutely available to serve you with the best of it. My name is Raymond Ijoma, and I am the lawyer that loves real estate. If you like real estate entrepreneur, that is law and real estate as a tool in building wealth for myself and my clients. And you can be rest assured that we know Abuja very well. And as far as it concerns the best of real estate, we've got you covered here in the city. So do reach out to the number on your screen if you're interested in having a conversation about securing an investment opportunity here in the city. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment, and stay in touch with this beautiful family, this beautiful channel, because we got you covered. We will not just give you the strategic investment opportunities, we also will teach you how to play safe here in Abuja. And for that, you definitely should consider subscribing. So we hope to see you on the other side of the call, and of course, helping you secure the best of real estate here. Bye-bye.